Okay, so we're doing a little different video today on the channel. Getting into, I watched Jerry's Old Guy review his video the other day about him just totally, giving up on Facebook. I totally, completely, 100% understand that, Jerry, where you're coming from on that. It's a total shit show on Facebook. I've reached out, helping hand to several different people over the past few months and stuff, and it always, like 90% chance it comes back to get you in the end. Just because people are fake and full of shit. So I get that 100% with you, RC brother. I recently got back in doing some admin stuff on the 304 group because I seen some stuff that was going into the group that wasn't getting, I didn't want scammers and stuff getting in our 304 group. So yeah, I got back in there just because, I helped start that group, and I didn't want to see it taken over by a bunch of stupid scammer crap and everything. And you really got to stay on top of that stuff nowadays to keep it cleaned up, keep the trash out of, out of the group. It's hard to do, but I thought I got this truck sitting here. It's not really about the truck. I just have it sitting here so there's something other than my beautiful face, and I shaved for this. To look at. I did do some cool stuff with this truck. If anybody's interested in me doing a video on it, I may do a video on it anyways down the road. I'm still working on building the wooden coffin box for the bed on this, but some custom stacks I made. This is the Sherpa truck, the wood bed. I got the bed pretty much all finished up. It does have a drop tailgate on it. Everything's custom made. I just did all this, cheap stuff. Wood bed. It is magnet mounted, so you can just pull it off if you want to go full comp mode, and then slap it back down on, and it's on there. It's not going to come off. So if anybody's interested on how I did that, you can comment down below in this video. I got a hook spot for that set up there. But that's why that's sitting here. So this video is going to be different. It's going to be, and I'm not going to try to keep it too long because my videos, I've noticed, they're just getting too long again. I know it's hard to keep not everybody, I know it's hard to keep some people, you know what I mean? People don't want to watch those long videos. It's hard for me to do the how-to videos and, like 10, 15 minutes, because I just feel like you don't get the information that you need. That's just how I feel. So, anyhow, this video is going to be a new series I'm starting here. We're going to call it Benchtop Chat. So, my last Real Talk episode, it got flagged. Which I understand people took offense to it. I wasn't in the best place when I did that video. But it got flagged. It's still in review, I guess. I don't know what they're doing. It's blocked out, locked out, grayed out, whatever. My whole channel got put on like pause. I have no idea. I talked to a few of my subscribers and friends and stuff that around here about it, so they know. I explained it to them. I'm not going into here on it. I don't want this video done the same way. So this is probably like the 6th, 7th video I've had over the course of however long they've done weird stuff with. So whatever. Typical. I just let it roll off the shoulders now, and it is what it is. Evidently, I've got a great fan out there to, turn in my content, I suppose. I don't know, but you get that in the RC communities. But that was the video that got flagged, was the RC community hate go figure, it would get flamed on. But yeah, in this chat, this benchtop chat, which we're going to be covering a lot of this subject in videos, on the channel. Jerry, you were talking about the crap on you were running into on Facebook. Primarily, mostly, it's on Facebook. You'll run into this stuff. You were talking about the new release from Axial, Gigamon or Pokemon or whatever they're calling it. I don't know. Pikachu. I don't know. Whatever they're calling it. I haven't really investigated it because I'm not really the least bit interested in it. It's an 8th scale. It's big. It's not really my cup of tea, I guess you could say. It's not really my cup of coffee, more like. It's just not really my thing, so I'm not even really a little bit interested in it. If it was actually closer to 10th scale, maybe, but I had a Capra and I just wasn't happy with the Capra. And I'm not trying to offend anybody out there that loves the Capra. I didn't care for it. I just didn't like it. Probably one of my least favorite RCs I'd owned was my Capra. So I didn't have the full wheel steer model, but it was plagued with so many problems right from the beginning that I don't know, man. It just wasn't for me. Some RCs aren't for some people. That's just how it is. But I'm not crapping on their product, though. I mean, for the people that like them, it just wasn't a product for me, and I just let it go at that. So let's move on from that, though. But he was talking about the, comments and stuff. So now I'm part of a lot of groups, and I follow a lot of things, and I'm not going to put any kind of groups out there's names. I've done that in the past. Shouldn't have done it. Might not have necessarily been 100% right. So, and then we're going to do shout outs in this video at the end. So if you made it this far and you at least listened, I appreciate you. I will be doing shout outs at the end of this video for the people that have been commenting, taking the time and commenting and supporting the channel. I super appreciate your time. So let's just jump into what I found with this right off the bat. So let's do that with something to label this series that we're going to do, because I'm going to be doing this a lot when we go in, especially when there's like new releases. Some of the stuff people say it totally blows my mind. The ignorance, oh my gosh. So I just don't know anymore. So this video is about just having some fun. How this started was I've been investigating the LC80 FMS, and because I've been watching some of John's Mini Mechanics, the LC80 videos that he has, because he has some cool ones. I'm a Toyota guy, and I think that FMS LC80 looks really good. I think that's probably one of the best looking releases they've came out with, Lex and body wise, really. Actually, for a lot of companies, it looks really good to me. So I've been investigating some stuff, and naturally, when you're looking into things, you start getting those pop-ups on your feed and stuff. So it's not like I even went searching for this. It actually came to me, which was hilarious. So I went into, it wasn't a group. This is an FMS. I guess it was the FMS Facebook. But this is some of the comments about the LC80. Basically, all the comments were just negative. I seen like 2 random, if I can remember them, I'll give them 2. May have been 3 out of there was so many negative comments, and there was big, huge written negative comments about stuff, and we're just gonna go over. Some of them made me chuckle, and I'm like, whoosh, with the mind blown with. You could tell like some of the comments that people didn't even. It was, and this is like a maybe 20-second fit. I don't know. It was like a really short little ad thing for the LC80. So right off the bat, the ad starts and the guy's wearing like black silicone gloves or whatever, which I guess maybe is weird. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to put fingerprints. My mind goes to he didn't want to put fingerprints all over it. Because he's doing a video. Maybe he wanted to keep it like the fingerprints from getting all over the body. To keep it clean looking for the video is what my guess was. The first like 3 or 4 comments.
He was special.
What's with the rubber gloves? Rubber gloves. It's so weird you're wearing rubber gloves. I'm like, wow. Never mind the RC. The rubber gloves has totally distracted you from, like, the immediate reason for doing the video. Like, you immediately got distracted by the rubber gloves. And I know somebody's probably going to watch this video. I hope somebody that watches this video isn't who watched that and made that comment. I'm sorry, dude. Just seems so stupid. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wired differently than anybody else, but it just, oh my gosh, man. And I mean, I'm ADD, and like that shit doesn't even, that didn't even distract me, and I'm an ADD person, so I don't know what's up. But the next, like I said, it was like the top 3 or 4 comments, rubber gloves, and then we got the one. It was a really good comment, love mine. Somebody commented, love mine. The next comment was, I don't, kind of maybe, I hate that phrase, tell me you don't know anything about off-road vehicles without even, saying anything. But this guy made the comment about the snorkel being a cold air intake. I'm like, making fun of it, basically. It don't belong there. Well, it's an off-road vehicle, and a lot of off-road vehicles, they have snorkels. That's not a cold air intake. It's actually a snorkel, so you can go under the water farther, so you don't suck water up inside the intake. I thought that was, they cracked me up. A couple guys complaining and crying about weak CVDs. I don't know. Maybe that is a problem. I have no idea. I'm just going over because there's so much negativity. Saying the CVDs were weak in the truck. I'd buy one, but the wheel wells are ugly. You know, like inner fenders? Can't even see the damn things. They're up inside. I don't get people, man.
Goddamn, you was one goofy motherfucker. You a goofy mother. Look at this shit. Talk about you ain't fucking see me. All the way up in the goddamn corner.
I'd buy one, but the wheel wells are ugly. I'm thinking he was talking about the inner fender well. I don't know, because the fender wells on it, they look almost like an LC80 fender well to me. Man, the stuff that people... and then the very next one underneath that cracked me up. Does it have enclosed wheel wells? The guy above him was just complaining about it, and this guy commented. They're clearly, literally in the beginning opening of the video. He takes the body off of it. If you can't watch 5 seconds, I mean, actually sit down and take the time to watch the video, and then it'll probably answer your question that's in your head. I don't get people anymore. Are we that lazy that you can't at least take the time to do that? Oh my heavens. I hope people don't watch. I'm not worried about it, because if you're that lazy, you're not watching 5 seconds into like a 15-second ad, then you're not watching this video. And I'm not trying to be an ass or anything. I'm just, It cracks me up. Suspension stiffer than morning wood. Well, even in the cold, the suspension seems to look like it works pretty good on John's Mini Mechanics LC80. I need to check on you, Easy Boy, because we'll get into that later. Because I know you're the FMS stuff, so I need to check in on you on your stuff on that. I've been watching periodically on and off, but I need to check because is that a problem with the suspension on those? Are they too stiff? John's Mini Mechanics, are they a problem? Are they too stiff? I mean, I don't know. Everybody's that I've watched seem like the suspension works pretty well on it. Evidently, this guy's his has got a stiffy. Maybe there's something wrong with the suspension. Next comment. Not enough color options. I could probably see that being a legitimate, I don't think most manufacturers offer that many color selections. Maybe for the TRX4s, there's probably a bigger abundance of color selection. Most manufacturers don't offer a huge color selection on bodies. Usually you get maybe 2, 3, 4, maybe. So that kind of just seems like I don't know. Maybe it's just somebody that don't know that much about RC stuff, so who knows. This one had me rolling. I mean, once again, I can be pretty ADD about stuff, certain things, because I'm ADD. When I'm making these videos, I'll go off like I'm doing right now, and I'll have to stop stuff and edit stuff out all the time that you guys don't see. It's hard for me. We were at this comment, yeah. The guy was literally balls out. The battery straps don't line up.
You're not making any sense. Are you on drugs?
Like, that was the biggest take he took from the video. Was upset because when the guy put the battery straps back into with battery in the vehicle, was showing you the options of it, that he didn't line the battery straps. How big of crybaby spoiled brats does the RC community have to be to let that get to them to make a comment? I am so thankful that I do not have ADD that bad. Holy crap, man. It just blows my mind. Once again, gloves. I can't say what he said because I know everybody, it's a big thing, but it has to do with getting sick is why he was wearing gloves and where the truck come from, if you catch my drift. Next one was the guy had this big spiel, like it was like a whole page. Basically, I'll just break it down for you. Crying to FMS. Please take note about all the negative comments. Nobody's happy with this truck and you need to do something about it and blah, 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 blah. Whew. Wow, he had a huge spiel about it. And I'm like, really? I mean, I wasn't writing all that down. There was a guy that commented underneath of him. It was a positive comment about most of the people that are happy with the product probably never came to the page to comment on it. I can see that being a thing. Probably people that don't really have anything to... It's weird how that is, how the negativity is the main thing that's always put on focus on anything, like literally manufacturer stuff-wise. It's really weird. You'd think people that enjoy the product would stand up for it, and you know what I mean? Because you get attacked. I understand. I don't know. I'm still looking at maybe considering getting one of the LC80 FMS LC80s and scaling it out for a trail truck for me, because I don't really have anything other than the hard body, the Michigan FMS. But then again, I've ran into getting problems getting parts for my Michigan here, and I'm in the States. I know Jerry makes comments about FMS or wherever. My stuff got sent back. I don't know if it had something to do with right now the shipping on all my parts. That's the reason why I'm taking the time doing these other kind of videos. You know, it's like -10 outside. I can't go out and do anything. We got more snow. My parts have been delayed. I'm waiting on stuff to come for the HG build. Like, it's been weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't know what's going on. They've been in the States. It's not Ally Express. They've been here in the United States for like 3 weeks, and they're just like, every 5-6 days you get an update where it moved like to another post office in the same freaking state. So I don't know what's going on. Shipping has just been, it's not from where the parts come from. Some of them come from Ally Express, which is China, but they got into the States fast. It wasn't the China posting shipping. It was the United States. I don't know if it has something to do with the, you know, bullshit tariff stuff, shipping. I have no idea what's going on with all that stuff. I wish they wouldn't have messed with any of the shipping shit. I don't give a shit about any of the politics stuff, and I don't deal with the political stuff, and so much of that stuff is just, I'm one of them people, and it's a true saying with everything, believe nothing of what you hear, half of what you see. Because it's the truth. Things get twisted and bent, and you just can't trust anything, no matter what the source is coming from. That's my opinion. So let's get back in to see what I did with my ADD there. So anyways, get back into this. We literally had like 5-6 more comments. The gloves. The gloves. It cracks me up. Like the gloves bothered that many people. Like, I'm almost sure he was wearing those gloves to keep it from getting fingerprinted up. So, I think we'll call this benchtop fireside chats, since we got the fire pit going here. So, and then maybe this summer we'll fire up the deck fire pit, and we'll sit on the deck and we'll do deck side fire pit chats. So, I think that might be a cool thing for the channel. This is all just about having fun and just putting it out there. So anyways, that's I thought that was pretty good. So on those comments, and there was some other stuff that was negative. Nothing majorly, but guys just crying about like the wheels and the tires. I don't like the wheels, so I'm not buying it. And I'm like, dude, for like literally $25-$30, you can render that, fix that problem. It just, oh my heavens, man. The stuff that you see and hear and everything, just, oh my heavens. It just totally blew me away. A while back, I had that video put up. It was so this is going to be our shout outs. I'm going to try to read through these, pick through them. The ones that are channels, I'll put out there. And then the ones that are just making comments, I'll try not to screw any of that up. So right off the bat, I know he's a new one that joined the channel. Why are you so nosy? I think he came from, I met him one night on the WV Rednecks live stream. He's been watching and commenting. Why are you so nosy? I love that. 5574. So nice having you on board, man. As always, my homie, 304RC, Chris Snyder. These are, as far as, these guys don't have YouTube channels, as far as I know. Mr. B 1620, Derek Hayes 3627, 3D Man, he's the guy that printed me some stuff too. Thanks, brother, I appreciate that. Let's see, GB, MTB, Trail and Jumps, and there's G.B.-MTB-Trail.Jumps, and I think he's got a YouTube channel still. I need to stop in and check out on all his stuff again. Daddy Daughter RC, Douglas Perry, Brian Morrison. Thanks for the. I didn't know that Rust-Oleum made that paint with the adjustable nozzle. I looked that up. You said Lowe's, so I got on and I looked it up. It's got the adjustable nozzle. I still don't think I can recommend that 2X paint for hard bodies. It's just, in my opinion, and I know another channel, Stay Small, I know he said in my opinion, it's not too thick for 3D printed stuff, because unless you're like really taking the time to put filler and sand, or maybe printing from resin, you're going to get those print lines almost all the time. Most everything I've ever printed had it. And that 2X paint, man, I still think it works fantastic for 3D printed stuff. Just hit it with some couple light coats of primer and then a couple coats of that paint. Personally, I feel that it works fine. I love it for the 3D printed stuff. It just makes it easier, your life easier. You don't have to use filler. It actually kind of hides some of the imperfections in there because it is a heavier paint. I wouldn't paint bodies with it or anything like that, but that's just me. I mean, I've painted a lot of, one-to-one vehicles in my life. My Jeeps and stuff, and a couple muscle cars, some Mustang GTs, and, once you paint with enamel paint like that, you can get pretty good with it once you learn how it lays down. A lot of the paint techniques turn into the painter and prep. That's what painting is. It's mostly prep work. Obviously, if paint is shit, it's gonna be shit, but it just the effort you put into it too makes a huge difference. I mean, I painted my Jeep, and it was literally painted with spray cans. And I had a guy, I just did it cheap. It's a Jeep, it's gonna get scratched up. He thought like he wanted to know where I took it to have it painted. And I'm like, dude, I painted it in my driveway with, it's literally Rust-Oleum Professional Series, like tractor paint. But it came out really nice. I wish I could find some pictures of it. I'd put clips in the paint job that came out on that Jeep, because it came out beautiful. I ended up not even having to cut and buff that Jeep because the paint laid down so good. It took me forever because I disassembled the whole Jeep to paint it. But yeah, let's move on. There goes with the ADD again. Neo RC, he's a YouTube channel. He's got a lot of good video stuff. He's got some cool music stuff on there. He's been cutting his own music stuff for his YouTube channel because he doesn't want to get hit with the copyright stuff, and which I understand. Like, a bunch of my videos have been hit with using music. If you're actually working on trying to get your channel to grow and stuff like that, and you're putting that music with your videos, you're gonna get hammered. That's just facts. I've ran into that. I try to pick up music that I can either do revenue sharing with, which I don't care, on trailing videos and stuff. So, I'm using their stuff. So, hey man, revenue, I get it. They should be getting a portion of it. So, but I've been hammered in the past, so you gotta be super careful. Even with music that I paid for, I've been hit with it. So, I understand you, brother, coming from there, doing your own, music stuff like that. Next one up, Leon Cottrell. Thanks for always watching. He's one of my RC brothers here, 304 RC. We always go out together. I got Easy Boy. You commented, Easy Boy RC commented on that one video there I had of the toolbox, the benchtop toolbox video. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Don't ever see you drop comments very often. Thanks for stopping by. Huge supporter of the channel. He always takes the time to comment. I just kind of wanted to take some time for him because I wanted to mention him specifically because he always takes the time and types out awesome comments. He watches the channel. He's watched a couple of my trail videos several times over and over. Kevin Breaker, listen, brother, I appreciate your support wholeheartedly. I'm glad that you're someone that really enjoys those videos. I enjoyed making them, and it makes me happy to know that you're getting enjoyment watching, those trailing videos. It really does. It makes my day. I always think back of that one comment where you said that when you said you were watching it again, and I don't know, man. It makes it keep worth going out and doing videos. No matter what, you're always gonna get negative from people, but and I super appreciate you, man. I really do. So, Kinsler RC Custom 6945, and I think he has a YouTube channel, Kinsler RC Customs, and it's customs spelled just customs. So, you can check him out. Thanks, brother, for supporting and watching. Scorpion Man 67, and I think he has a YouTube channel I've been watching. I think he's the one that has the Night Runner, maybe, that I've watched. I can't remember. Jack Kawaki. Man, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He's another one that always comments, always supports. Thank you so much, man, for always taking the time and watching and commenting. Thank you. I really do mean that. And he always, always has a good comment to make. You don't always run into that, A lot of people just find it too hard to just, be decent, I've noticed. I don't understand that, but that's the world we live in today. So, Woods Unknown, again, he's starting to be probably one of my, Woods, Kevin Breaker, Jack Kawaki, Neo, like all these guys, man, those guys are Leon, Cottrell, and Chris Snyder, like they're always on it, man, like just like commenting. I'd love to see new people in the comment section dropping comments. So anyways, hit that like button at least. Don't drop a comment. Smack that thumbs up at least. So here at the end of the video, if people actually stayed around, I want to get into, I'm going to have a TRX4 video coming to the channel. That's sitting over here off to the side. I'm going to be shooting that video. It's TRX4, just a long-term review type video and going over like some upgrades, some simple cheap upgrades that you don't have to really spend any money on. That I did on that over, short bit that, because I've decided to keep my TRX4 Sport. I was going to let it go, but I've decided to keep it. I actually just enjoy wheeling that. I'm going to keep that for one of my personal trail rigs. Because, I have more LCG, compish type stuff right now than I do, just trailing rigs. That's why I kind of decked this thing out super capable, and I can take it out and trail with it, and it's got lights and stuff. I've got to work on getting some shocks for it, because these shocks are nuked. They are just worn completely out, and I've got to buy some shocks, and I'm thinking about breaking the bank and buying deluxe fab for this. And I don't usually do that, but I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, just to conclude this, so it doesn't get, and this video might be edited in between, like I said, guys, I have to edit my stuff. I can't just shoot from the hip, I know Jerry does that. I can't, because, like, my ADD, I trail off, and the videos are just, going to be stupid, and they're going to be long, and I have to edit stuff out. I don't have a choice. So, just how I'm wired, I just don't have a choice to do it. So, I think that's pretty much going to do it here from the dungeon. I think I am going to do a breakdown video of what I did to this truck for on the channel for everyone. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody'd be interested in it, and I'll go over how I made the stuff, put it together, because I really only got a couple dollars. I maybe got like, $4, maybe $5, $6, $7 in that bed. If anybody's, comment down below if you're interested, for some information what I did to this thing. I used that. This was there's a patina video for the wheel patina. I just did a cheap, this body was beat. on this truck when I got it, so you know I chose to do some beat up patina on it. I had to do all the patina work on the outside of the cab because the paint was so jacked up anyways on the inside, and the paint was actually messed up on the outside that, you know, I kind of had to go to a little extreme with it. But I'm super happy how it turned out on this. But if anybody's interested, I am going to work on the casket for the bed on the back of this truck. So if anyone's interested, you want to see that, you can let me know in the comments or whatever down below. And we're going to conclude our benchtop fireside chat with RC Dungeon. So hopefully everybody is happy, healthy, doing well. Drop some comments, peeps, down in the comment section. You guys want to see more of the benchtop fireside chat? Fireside chat. Let me know below. Peace.